welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my pregnancy update, which is so weird because I feel like just yesterday I did my 25-week one and I was saying how I'm gonna wait a while to do another one and then I'll do it, but it's already there. So I don't know, it's just mind-blowing to me. I can't believe I am already 33 weeks pregnant. I'm a little confused on how these work. I was with my pregnancy updates with Levi too. Like, do you do the pregnancy update based on what you are? Or do you do it from the week before? I don't know, it's all confusing to me, but I am 33 weeks pregnant and I'm gonna be talking about basically 25 weeks to this week. I'm really excited not only to be doing this pregnancy update, but also because I want to start doing more, well not want to, but I'm going to start be doing, get it together. I'm going to start doing more mommy related videos just because it's the end of my pregnancy, so I'm gonna be doing like hauls, nursery tours, baby name stuff. Anyways, this is getting way too ranty already. I guess this is a chatty video in general. But I took notes in my Erin Condren planner just to kind of remind myself, pregnancy brain, of things that are going on in my pregnancy. So to start off with, whenever I look back at my pregnancy updates from Levi, because I was doing them weekly then, I always want to know how much I weigh. So for myself purposes of looking back at this video, I weigh 129 pounds at this point. I did lose 3 or 4 pounds from when I last went to the doctors. And then I went to the doctors yesterday and they weighed me and told me that I weighed 129. So I could be back up again. It was morning, I don't know. But my last pregnancy, we don't even need to talk about how much bigger I was. So we'll just leave it at that. I feel a lot more pressure. Like I feel like she's dropped. I know that's odd to say. I think Levi dropped 2 weeks or a week before I had him. So I was about this point in my pregnancy last time when I dropped with him as well. I'm not concerned about it because I know that you can drop 4 to 5 weeks before having a baby. Excuse me, before having a baby. So it's not like I think like, I'm in labor, I'm gonna give birth like today. No, I know that's not the way it works, but it is exciting to know that I'm like getting closer, you know what I mean? Like it's a step in the direction of having a baby, like my body's getting ready. So it's super, super exciting that that's happened, but along with that is the pressure. I do feel her a lot lower, like down there, especially when I make a sudden movement or I go to lay in bed at night. Like it just feels weird. Like I can feel her just super low. Like, I don't know, it's a weird feeling and sometimes painful, but rarely painful. It's mostly just weird and uncomfortable. Unfortunately, I've developed some sort of pregnancy rash behind my ears. I can't show you guys because it's like a little difficult to show, but I'm sure in some of my videos or the vlogs you notice I'm itching my ears. It's because I have a rash that makes me super itchy and it's so annoying. I've never had skin problems. I've never had rash problems. When I was pregnant with Levi, I did get a rash around my nose that was dry skin, but kind of similar to eczema, but it never itched. And this is like so itchy. It's behind my ears. It's going down my neck, like the back of my neck and on my scalp. I've switched my shampoos, switched my conditioner, switched my hair like care routine and all of it all together. So it's just super annoying that that's happening. I asked my OB, she said she's not concerned about it, and if it just keeps itching, just continue to put lotion, try different shampoos, try just all this different stuff that I am trying and it's not working, so I'm just hoping it goes away. I'm thinking about, if it doesn't go away in like 2 or 3 weeks, to go to a dermatologist to see if they can tell me maybe it's not pregnancy related. So that's super frustrating, but as I'm sure you can tell in this video, a huge one that's been happening for probably the last 4 or 5 weeks is my breath. I am out of breath a lot more than I was before. Even with Levi, I don't remember being this, that's a lie. I was out of breath a lot with him as well, but it's just getting to that point where I hate filming sit down videos. I hate being on the vlog because I'm constantly like, I just ran a marathon. No, actually, I was just telling you a really short story and now I'm dying out of breath. Also, I have been getting some pregnancy insomnia. This isn't a surprise to me. This is something I got with Levi for like 4 or 5 weeks, or maybe even longer, but I know for at least a month I had insomnia with him. I literally just didn't go to sleep. But the thing is I could sleep in all day because I didn't have a baby. This time, I do have to get up at 8 or 9 with my son, so it doesn't matter if I went to bed at 10 o'clock the night before or if I go to bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, I have to get up at 8 or 9 to help with my son. So that it's harder this time to have my insomnia, but it's not unexpected, and you know, it helps me be productive, to be honest, because I can edit more videos, do more, you know, social media posts, talk to you guys more. Like there's so much I can do because there's more time in my day. I did recently, when I think I was 29 or 30 weeks pregnant, I hired a doula. I am literally like so excited about this, you guys. So if you don't know, there is doulas, midwives, OBs, and you know, there's different kinds of doctors. Usually an OBGYN, or an OB for short, delivers your baby in the hospital. And I'm still having an OB deliver my baby, whether it be C-section or natural, which I'll get to in a minute. But I'm having an OB deliver my baby, not a midwife. I did think about going the midwife route, but because my pregnancy is somewhat high risk, I can't really choose the midwife because midwives don't do C-sections. So I did try and find a OB that partners with a midwife. Sometimes they do that, but unfortunately I couldn't. So that's okay. Maybe next time. I'd love to do the whole like midwife experience. I think it's wonderful. But I think the biggest confusion is what the hell is a doula and why not have a midwife? Like, what's the difference between them? So basically a midwife is like a doctor, but just can't do surgery. A doula is like more like a nurse. I don't want to like offend anybody. I know sometimes in the medical field people can get like easily offended, like that they're not that, they're that or whatever. But basically a doula is like a support system who's educated on giving birth and, you know, all of that, C-section or natural birth, like they're educated on it. They're not a doctor and they're not a nurse. They just got like a certificate, I think, or like they did go and get trained and stuff, but they don't deliver your baby, I guess is the difference. They're just kind of there to educate you during your pregnancy, and then on the day you deliver, they're there the whole time as if your partner would be. Some of them, depending on your area or the one you choose, come and labor at your house with you. I don't know. So I know that was confusing for some people, but we did decide to go with a doula because I couldn't have a midwife. So it's already been helpful, and most of the time you don't even really interact or talk to them too much before you have the baby. But my doula is super, super amazing. Anytime I have a question, I text her and she like knows the answer. She gets back to me, and in Utah they're really affordable. I know in some places they can be really expensive, but it's not like that here in Utah. So that was also a relief and made the option a lot more possible for us, because I probably wouldn't have paid $1,500 to have like a support system, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited to have a doula. If you're interested more in it, you can research it. I feel like I'm not covering everything, but I also just am trying to be careful and not word things wrong or like offend anybody or say they do something that they don't, shouldn't, or whatever. So if you have more questions about it, I would definitely research it. So bringing that up, I get this question all the time. Are you gonna have a C-section, or are you gonna have a natural birth? Are you gonna have an epidural, or are you going to go all natural? So this is something I've debated since the very beginning of my pregnancy. At first I was like C-section all the way, like I just needed scheduled. Then I was like, no, natural birth. And then I was like, ooh, home birth. And then, I mean, I've been down every route in my mind. And I think there's so many benefits to so many things that it's like, how do you choose? At least for me, it was hard to choose. My neighbor that lives across from me is honestly like weird. Like, that's all I have to say. Anyways, I still don't know 100%, so don't like quote me on it, but I know this much for sure. I want to labor in the bath at the hospital. So obviously if I can go into labor naturally at home, I'm gonna go into labor, be home for a few hours, go to the hospital, labor in the bath for a while, but birth in the hospital bed. I debated birthing in the hospital bath, but I think I want to see how the labor experience goes, and I may decide halfway through my laboring in the bath that I just want to deliver in there, you know, like I don't want to get up and move to the bed, but I think that I will, so I want to deliver in the bed but labor in the bath as far as that route goes. Now, if I don't have that route and I decide to go with a C-section, then I would obviously be induced because it would be scheduled. My OB said she would schedule it for 39 weeks, so probably around like February 11th or 12th or something around there. But anyways, as far as having a C-section versus a vaginal birth, the only thing that's stopping me from wanting to have a vaginal birth is that it's very convenient to have a C-section. And I know a lot of people are against that. I've had family members tell me, like in my own family and in Oscar's family, you know, say like, well, that's not good for the baby. You should just let the baby come on its own, or why does it have to be convenient? It has to be convenient because we live in Utah and we have nobody here to watch our son, and I don't want Levi in the room while I'm delivering a baby. Like, I love Levi with every ounce and every inch and everything in the world. I would die for him. But I don't want to deliver a baby with him in the room, and personally, I don't think, and Oscar doesn't think, there's anything wrong with that. It's too chaotic when you're delivering a baby. If you've delivered a baby via via, like I'm talking about a text. But like, you know what I mean? Either you did a vaginal or C-section. It's something you need to put all of yourself into. You can't have a toddler running around the room and, you know, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Or even Oscar doing that, because I want him to be present. So I just don't want Levi in the room. And so the convenience of it actually sounds very nice. You know what I mean? So for people that get upset about that or whatever, like, it's just what if we decide to do that, that is what we decide to do. We have to think about what's best for us, our family. And last thing, two things. I bought everything for their nursery, which I'm so excited for, guys. I am gonna be doing a nursery reveal / tour, whatever. I'm so excited for that. I am still waiting on a lot of stuff in the mail. And then name. We still don't have a name for her. I know a lot of people are like, I don't get it. Why, you know, when's the name reveal? I'm impatient, where's the name reveal? Like, we don't know a name. We really were set on one until about, I don't know, a month ago, and then we were like, no, that's just not her. That's not what we want. So we have a few that we've narrowed it down to. Like, it's not like it's still totally up in the air. We have narrowed it down to about like 2. There's 2 that I really love. It's not that we're hiding it from you guys. It's just that we truly don't know. But anyways, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I might do one more pregnancy update just because I do feel like in the last trimester, there's so many changes you go through. So I hope you guys enjoyed them, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.